Aaron Lewis reporting for cadred.org. I'm here with some disappointed members of Curse in the form of Extinct and Maluno. We're going to talk about why you're disappointed. First things first, you've come all this way, you lose one game, you're out of the tournament. Why, oh why wasn't it double bracket? Double elimination, I should say.
Well, I've been trying to get Riot to do every important tournament double elim, but they don't want to, so not much we can do about it, but stop losing would work too, so yeah.
We actually lost 2 games, so it's...
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, sorry, 2 games, 1 match, yeah.
Yeah, but like, we were better than the team, but we're actually kind of in a slump at the moment, so it's kind of fair that we lost anyway, but sucks, but we would have probably lost in the lower bracket as well, so it doesn't really mean much.
Well, hang on, just before we get on to that and the problems within the team, let's just drive this kind of point home. Riot love you guys, the players, right? I mean, they listen to everything you say, so why would they be resistant to having double elimination tournaments?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that it would take so much time. Like, there's so many more games, and it's really hard to know, because even now with the best of 3s, it might be 1 hour, it might be 3.5 hours, like for one series. So it's really hard for them to schedule the event. I guess that's the main thing.
Yeah, like they usually have problems with the venues because they shut down at like 8 or something. So double LM would take like a whole week of playing to finish, probably. I don't know. But I think that's the main problem.
So you talked a little bit about the issues within the team. I've got to ask you about the whole Young Buck thing. You know that's coming, right? I mean, you weren't going to get away without talking about it. I mean, it was weird because I saw his post and he was like, you know, I'm going to tell the real shit about what's happened and blah, blah, blah. And then I don't think anything materialized. I don't think his version ever really got said. I don't know if you guys talked back in the background. But yeah, can you talk us through what happened, why you removed him? I think a lot of people really rate him as a player. So what went on and why was it he was so angry?
I'm not sure why he was so angry, and I think the reason why he didn't give his story is because like he didn't really have one. Like, he was just really pissed, and it just didn't fit in the team. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really a part of the whole kicking thing. I basically woke
Mr.
up.
Nice Guy.
Yeah, basically, I'm still friends with him, so I basically woke up and he just wrote to me like, what the fuck, I'm out of the team. So.
Well, it was kind of the same thing for me. I wasn't really that...
So I'm asking the wrong people.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really that much a part of it, but he blames everything on me. I don't know why, and he like hates me now.
Blame the jungle. Blame the jungler.
Always blame the jungler, right? No, well, let's elaborate. I mean, like you said he didn't fit in the team. I mean, and obviously I'm not saying this is necessarily your opinion, but speaking for the team, what was it that he didn't fit in? Or how was it he didn't fit in?
Just like playstyle. At that time, he had a really limited champion pool, like, and he didn't really want to learn the champions that the meta was shifting to. Then just like personality-wise too, we were talking about like we were gonna move to Germany. We live in Berlin now, all together, and then it's really important that we work as personalities work too.
So you've come in, I know you're talking about you're in this slump, you're in a bit of a funk, you can't win your games, but surely having replaced somebody, you know, that doesn't fit in, your team must be stronger now than it was then, right? I mean, yes, no?
Right now, probably not, but I think it's mostly because we're just in the period where we're searching for a house and we're living in a hotel and stuff. So everyone's really tired of it, everyone's exhausted, and as soon as we move into the house, I think we should just improve a lot, like so fast.
Oh, well, I'll ask you about gaming houses in general. Do you find that odd? Because, like, I don't know, I see them a lot in StarCraft, obviously, and they're becoming the big thing in League of Legends as well, as League of Legends grows as an esport. Do you ever think it's kind of going to put a lot of strain on a relationship because you play with each other, and I've seen the hours that you guys practice? It must be crazy, and games are tense, and now you've got to live with each other as well, and maybe some guy uses your cup or doesn't wash up your plate. Like, are you ever worried that you might just have some sort of meltdown and start strangling each other?
I don't know.
You don't have to answer the strangling question seriously.
I think that's the hardest part about gaming house. Like, practice and stuff, you can do it easily, but the problems come when it goes wrong. Like if you lose a few games and you're angry at someone, you should just stop and like stop for the day and play it tomorrow. I guess that's the only way you can fix it.
Are you generally a close team? Like, are you all like what they? God, I'm asking some wicked questions. I can tell this. I want to ask seriously because everyone, right? Again, all the esports I cover, I always talk to people. They always say, "Oh, we're best friends in real life. We're best friends in real life," and then they're not. You know, they actually do some pretty audacious betrayal, and it turns out they're not best friends at all. It was just all bullshit. So, are you guys actually a close team, or are you like the business team? We play together, but ideally we wouldn't socialize.
Like we don't like dislike each other, but I don't know. It's some more than others. Like not really best friends. Like I hang out a lot with Extinct, but I don't know.
I guess we're kind of close. We have 3 Lithuanians in the team, so we're kind of like friendly-ish, but not BFFs. Kind of like. I don't dislike anyone on the team, and I don't think anyone does. So, as a person, no one. As a player, sometimes when things go wrong, you obviously start like wondering. But as people, no, never.
And we're back to blame the jungler. Right, okay, so here's another question for you. I don't know if this will be difficult. I don't know how much interaction you have with the North American team. Is it weird kind of sharing the limelight in the same game? Because, you know, it doesn't happen again in a lot of esports. I understand League of Legends is very regional specific. People want to kind of conquer the territories by having representation on, you know, both sort of continents. But is it weird when you like go to events and, you know, we're kind of, do you ever feel like maybe we're the second choice or that they focus on the North Americans more? Are there any issues like that?
Not really. We've only been to one event where both teams attended, so like, and we didn't play. So I don't know. Like, I don't really feel that way. Like, what about you?
I think we're all good friends. Like we don't feel like they're the first choice. The curse takes care of both the teams, so we feel like we're really treated nicely, and maybe like the NA team is treated a bit better because they're actually in NA, so they're easier to take care of. But we can't really complain because it's really good in curse.
So let's talk a little bit about Season 3. It's been a bit of a weird question because I see some players criticising Riot on a few points, but generally I think players are always going to kind of come out and be quite positive about anything that's big prizes, glitz and glamour. How do you guys feel about the Season 3 announcements?
I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm just like worried, like what's going to happen with the people who are not like in the top 8, and they haven't really said, but like I'm not sure how it's going to happen with all the other tournaments, like if people are actually going to try that much, because it's going to be like a year for anyone to basically get in. So I'm not sure how much they're going to focus on the top 8 and how much they're going to focus on the others, because I don't want like everything to be around the top 8 that they like qualify for their stuff. So.
Yeah, I think the quality is going to be much better of the live events. They're going to happen like each week, I think.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, okay. But yeah, that's my main concern as well. Like if you don't make the top 8, what are you going to do? I'm not sure. Like the top 8 will be like professionals. They're going to have it as a career. But I have no idea what the other people are going to do.
Do you think that long term might harm the community, you know, the development of the amateur players, and maybe turn people off playing a little bit because you're going to have these huge elite teams and then, as you say, below it, not much going on?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Like, either it's going to be everyone trying really hard to get in and it's going to be really good, or it's going to be really bad and like no one cares because there's nothing for them to do for a year. So I'm not sure.
It really depends on what Riot does. If they provide chances to like somehow become professional teams, if you win like a certain amount of tournaments, you can like become professionals. But I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. I'm kind of worried about that one.
Have you been impressed with the crowds here and kind of the level of attention that the game's got? Because it's fucking insane. Like, to get from one end of the hall to the other took me about 20 minutes, and it's, you know, it's a few hundred meters, so absolutely ridiculous. Does it ever surprise you, like, just how into it people are?
I don't know, not really. People seem pretty much just as excited everywhere. Like, there's more people here though than any other place, but in general, like, people are always really excited. So
Yeah, but I mean, just in general then. I mean, globally, I mean, I've never seen an e-sport attract this sort of attention outside of Korea,
it's
really.
insane how many people like come and just watch the games.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how big league has gotten in such a short time. But I hope it's gonna keep growing, and I think season 2 finals are gonna be like in a football stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
Oh man, it sucks that we didn't make it, because that's all I wanted.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to rub it in. Like I said, it's going to be huge. Like.
It's gonna be insane. I think we're still gonna go to watch.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm sure you'll still get treated very nicely as well, even though you're not competing. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just some questions now about this tournament. Obviously, you're out, so you can say whatever you like. Who do you think is going to win, and why?
Probably M5. Like, they're just insanely good, but I don't know.
Well, why are they so good, in your opinion? What is it they do better than everyone else?
They very rarely do stupid stuff that cost them games. They just play safe, like, not really safe in the way like CLG always plays super safe, but M5 is like, they don't fuck up much. They just always do well.
Yeah, it's kind of. They have their strats. They play it perfectly, so they rarely make mistakes. And in league, it's more in tournaments, at least offline tournaments. It's more about the opponent making the mistake and you using it, than about you making the fancy play and just abusing it, abusing their weaknesses. So M5's strength is not making mistakes, I guess.
And finally, what are you guys going to be doing in the near future? Obviously, we've touched on how you won't be at the finals, so sorry about that. But well, what are you guys going to be doing? Can we expect any appearances at any other events or anything like that?
Next weekend we have a LAN in Berlin, campus party. So yeah, well, we'll be there, and after that, I think there's an IEM.
In China.
Yeah.
And also MLG coming up soon. We don't have any info on that one yet, but
So very busy times ahead.
and then IPL 5 in sometime later this year. I don't know when.
And getting a gaming house finally.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we really need to
That's
just get
the
the house.
well, when you get that, are you guys going to go like, I mean, Complexity do like a Big Brother style 24/7 thing? Are you guys going to go like hardcore like that?
NA already has that.
Yeah?
Yeah, so they're probably
not-
gonna want to do something.
We're not gonna go that hardcore probably, but we're all gonna stream. We're all gonna like interact with fans and stuff. So it's gonna be good.
But no cameras in the shower or anything.
Oh, maybe. Depends. If people want to see that, then why not?
Well, look, it's great to talk to you guys. Commiserations and going out the tournament so early. So, but not to worry. I'm sure you're going to enjoy a fantastic atmosphere for the next few days. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. To all the people out there at cadred.org, do stay tuned to the website. We're going to have more interviews like this one from the League of Legends tournament as our coverage of IEM Cologne continues.